Hello there, I'm Shira Abang Mansoor. You are now watching English News at 5. Sarawak Multimedia Authority (SMA) and the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) have agreed to ramp up broadband connectivity to underserved areas in Sarawak. Both SMA and MCMC will work closely to ensure synergy and efficient project rollout.
Rural's transformation, SMART, a flagship project under the SMA, will build 600 telecommunication towers throughout Sarawak. SMA in a statement said they realized one of the foundations of Digital Economy Strategy 2018 to 2022 for Sarawak. To date, 202 towers have been completed under the first phase known as the SMART First 300 project. Another 98 towers are currently under construction with the completion target set by 2021. On another note, SMA has also announced the deployment of very small aperture terminals VSAT under the Sarawak Multimedia Authority linking urban, rural and nation Saluran 200 plan as an interim connectivity solution to targeted areas.
The reconstruction works of Satok Bridge at Jalan Matang to Jalan Merdeka is now underway. The Southern Region Public Works Department (JKR) in a statement said the works are expected to complete this December 31st. Hence, road users are advised to plan their journey ahead of time to avoid traffic inconvenience due to the construction works. The department pointed out that Tun Datuk Patinggi Haji Abdul Rahman Yaakob roundabout can be used as an alternative to head to Jalan Merdeka and Jalan Matang. Any changes to the works schedule will be announced at the appropriate time. Priorities will be given to frontliners serving in the health and security sectors to receive COVID-19 vaccine other than the high-risk groups. Deputy Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation Ahmad Amzad Hashim said the elderly have higher risk and prone to contract the virus.
Ahmad Amzad pointed out children and teenagers aged 18 and below, as well as individuals who have low immune system, will be excluded, while the two groups included under the herd immunity. He said at least 60% of individuals will be vaccinated to achieve the herd immunity. Ahmad Amzad added individuals can opt to get their own vaccine injection at private hospitals with tax exemption for the cost of the vaccine costing up to 1,000 ringgit per person. The government, he said, is targeting a total of 70% of Malaysians to receive the free vaccine latest by the first quarter next year. The Ministry of Health (MOH) has spent a total of 2.8 million ringgit to provide smoking cessation or pharmacological treatment to 9,222 smokers last year, an increase in an expenditure compared to 2 million ringgit spent to treat 12,640 smokers in the previous year.
According to Ministry of Health Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Adam Baba, smoking cessation treatment is a pharmacological treatment involving two types of drug, namely nicotine replacement therapy, which uses nicotine patches and nicotine gum, as well as non-nicotine replacement therapy. Adam said MOH had also implemented an initiative under a public-private partnership with professional bodies, non-governmental organizations, and private agencies in the smoking cessation program, MQUIT. According to him, the phase 1 of the MQUIT started in 2015 to 2017, followed by the second phase from 2017 to 2020, and it will enter the third phase from 2021 to 2025 with the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with the MOH. The financial allocation to carry out all activities in each phase is borne by these professional bodies. Dr. Adam said through the promotion of the program during the COVID-19 pandemic, more than 3,442 people had registered through the JomQuit website from January 1 to October 21. He said that of the total number registered in 2020, 3,254 people registered during the implementation period of the Movement Control Order (MCO) from March 18.
Welcome back. UMNO President Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi asked party leaders and members not to pressure Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin to reinstate the position of Deputy Prime Minister by giving quotas to the ruling party. He stressed that the authority to appoint a Deputy Prime Minister, Minister and Deputy Minister is decided strictly by the Prime Minister.
Datuk Dr. Ahmad Zahid emphasized that it is the Prime Minister's duty to appoint his respective cabinets and other parties are allowed to nominate. However, one must not exert pressure on the Prime Minister and respect his decision. Meanwhile, UMNO Vice President Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob stated that in an exclusive interview with the local press, saying the issue of the Prime Minister to appoint his cabinet will still be raised after the debate on Budget 2021 in the Dewan Rakyat has been completed. Ismail Sabri said apart from the senior minister post he held, UMNO had not been given other senior portfolios despite having the largest block of MPs in the Perikatan National Government.
The PERLIS government will hold discussions with the Thailand border authorities on matters involving border security issues.
State Islamic Religious Affairs, Welfare and Disaster Relief and Border Relations and Cooperation Committee Chairman Ruzaini Rais said the discussion to discuss on common interests in various fields as soon as the Malaysia-Thailand border is fully open. The Malaysia-Thailand border safety issues received much attention following a recent shootout incident. Last Tuesday, a member of the General Operations Force, Sergeant Baharuddin Ramli, 54, was killed, while his member, Norihan Analalakitari, 39, was seriously injured after the shootout between two groups of smugglers at the border wall TS9 in Padang Besar. Rozaini said that the discussion will be held later would also include aspects of bilateral economy and trade, tourism, culture and sports.
Formula One driver Romain Grosjean is counting his blessings after his miracle escape from the fiery wreckage of his car over the weekend in Bahrain Formula One Grand Prix for Mercedes on Sunday.
Grosjean's Haas's car slammed into the barriers of the Bahrain Formula One Grand Prix, then ripped in half before exploding. Seconds later, the 34-year-old Frenchman was able to free himself and jump clear of the fire. The race was delayed for an hour and 20 minutes as a wrecked barrier was replaced, before world champion Lewis Hamilton went on to win the title. Grosjean suffered only minor burns on his hands and ankles, and he was taken to a nearby military hospital.
Hello everyone. Just wanted to say I am okay, well, sort of okay. Thank you very much for all the messages. I mean, I wasn't for the halo some years ago, but I think it's the greatest thing that we've brought to Formula One, and without it I wouldn't be able to speak to you today. So thanks to all the medical staff at the circuit, at the hospital, and hopefully I can write you quite soon some messages and tell you where it's going.
Right, next English news will be at 11:30 p.m. Nightline, this time around with Razi Ahmad and Cheryl Shamina. Until then, I'm Shira Abong Mansur, signing off.